Hello everyone, Barb here from barbaderholt.closetomyheart.com. I have a couple of birthday cards that I need to get made, and I wanted to do a fun fold of some sort, and I saw online a couple of different versions of a double flip fun fold card. So this is what it looks like. So this is one of the flips. This is the other flip. Isn't that fun? Woohoo! I love a fun fold card. And I know my dad will really like a fun fold card. He always enjoys trying to figure out how I made it. So I need to make more than one of those. Let's get started. I have some of our pinkish cardstock. I don't remember the name. 10 by 5.5. So 5.5 tall, 10 inches long. And I have scored it at, I do believe 3.5. Yes, 3.5. I pre-scored it. So you fold that over. And I'm doing it so that the dark side ends up being up on the top here and the lighter side is inside. I'm going to use my bone folder to give this paper a little encouragement. I started it with my fingers just to ease it in. So there we go. We've got the beginnings of our fun fold. We have a piece of pattern paper. I think I'm going to use tape runner for this. I'm going to put the darker tone down here because our paper is two-toned. And then I'm going to take this, the other one that I have, and these are, oh jeepers, 3 by 5. So 3 by 5, 3 by 5. And I'm going to put the other 3 by 5 of the pink paper, but I'm going to flip it over so that the lighter side is up. And you can really see the difference in the shading on this pink paper. I don't know if this is flamingo, blush, bashful, I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's pink. Ooh, and I goofed something up here. Look at that. So I can peel it apart. Sorry, adhesive gives you a little time to undo. I have this little flipper. This is the little arm to make one of the flips. This is 5.5 by 2. And I scored it at about 4.25. So I've got this bent over, and I am going to put a little adhesive on this flap. And I am going to, this is going to be quite the klutzy video, put it about in the middle. And I'm adhering it to the back side so that it'll fold over. And I'll put a little more adhesive on here since I disturbed it by taking it apart. And I'll get this put back on here. And you can see how that flap looks. Fold this, fold this. Okay, so we've got a couple of pieces of this silver foily paper that we have. We have a pack that is silver and white and a pack that is gold and white. And I have the silver and white. So I'm going to stick these down. I think these are, I'll measure one. I think 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, something like that. 4 3/4 by 2 3/4. They're both the same size. And this is just a flowery pattern. There are all sorts of patterns in this. There's dots and stripes and different things like that. So there's a nice variety there. The other thing I need to do is I have some decorative paper. Now this is from a paper pack. Oh, I'm looking. This is called Perfect Match. This is available right now in the January-February 2021 catalog. Silver paper, I think, is in the year-long catalog, so it's available till the catalog expires or it is sold out. Now I have these pieces here, and these are, let's see, a 3 by 5. I'm going to put a piece here. And then I'm going to put a piece over on that other flap. Then I'm going to take a bracket. This is my new favorite, stitched fancy brackets. Oh, they're so neat. I love them. I'm a sucker for a stitched bracket. And I'm going to put this here in the middle to give myself a place to write a little message. You can close that up and close this. Again, take your bone folder, give that a little encouragement. And the next thing we're going to put on here is this little guy. This is the larger of the stitched fancy brackets. And I just want to put some adhesive here on the arm where I know the bracket is going to land. And I'm using these points and I'm lining them up with the decorative paper. You can be as deliberate about placement or not. It is up to you. And then I'm going to put the smaller of the stitched fancy brackets on there because that layered look just makes my heart happy. And then we're going to get to using up some of the squares that come out of the die when you use the multi-squares window die. And I had some blue ones that I used. I used one of those dies in a project, and I had these squares left over, and I said I would show you how to use them. Well, I used them on the blue one here, you can see, and I'm going to show you how I made that little sort of a star flower type thing. I am going to bring in some liquid glue because I find that that works better for me. I've got one of the little squares, and this is the regular side of color up, and I'm putting a little bit of adhesive just right there. And then I'm taking another square and turning it over, and all you do is you line up. So you've got it lined straight up because this other one is on the diagonal, and you're lining this up on that diagonal. Then you do the same thing. You take a little glue, and I just put it down here at the bottom. Then I'm going to use the dark side up now. Here, I just sort of kind of line it up across the way. So you can see how that's looking. And you keep working your way around, alternating your color. The lights are light side to the dark side. And you just keep building. I think these are so fun to make. And a great way to use up all those little squares. So you hate to throw them away. Okay. And I'm just using my, my favorite liquid glue. You could do this with glue dots or tape runner, I suppose. But I find that I do better with the liquid glue. So now I'm to the end. And what I have to do is put glue on here like all the rest. And you weave it. Now this you're going to have the light side up. And you're weaving. So you line up your corner. Get it in there, and then you flip it over and you get a little adhesive in here to hold the other part down. And that's it. It's all done. Isn't that fun? I think my dad is going to have a good time trying to figure that out. Put my pen back here so that doesn't dry out on me. And I think I am going to pop this up. So I'm going to take a pop square that's left over from one of my shaker shapes, and I am lining my points up with the points on the stitched rectangles, fancy stitched rectangles. The next thing I have is a little circle, and there is some detailing, but because it's cut out of our silver glitter paper, you can't really see it. but it's really, really cute. It has these little dots in there. And I think I'm going to use my liquid glue. I'm going to glue this down. This actually comes from the waterfall card die. It's really, really cute. And it works on so many things. And then this is a circle that I have. This circle is just, I have a 1¼ inch punch in my stash. That's where it came from. Because this is a birthday card, I went searching for birthday sentiments that are current, and right now I just got my Craft with Heart, my subscription. I'm waiting to put these together. And inside each Craft with Heart, you get a stamp set that you can only get in Craft with Heart, the card making. And here it has birthday and wishes, and there's a little star. So I pulled those off, and I'm going to use the little itty bitty black ink cube that comes with Craft with Heart. And I am going to stamp birthday. And then I've got wishes. Wishes. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Then I've got my little star. And I'm going to just nestle that right up on top of there. Sweet. I like it. Okay. The other thing I am going to do is I'm going to take one of our micron pens. We have journaling pens that we sell. And I am going to just do a little dash dot treatment on here. I felt like the edge of the circle got a little bit lost without an edge. I can't describe it exactly. It just didn't feel like it had any substance. And when I added the dashes and dots, say that 3 times, all of a sudden it felt complete to me. They aren't perfect, they're not measured. I am just going around, sort of keeping them the same, but in the end, I'm not going to worry about one of the dashes, one of the dots not being perfectly spaced. It's too much to do in life to worry about such things for me. Another piece of my pop-up adhesive, and I'm going to stick that right in the middle, right there. And here we go. Isn't that pretty? That pink looks beautiful with that white and silver paper, and of course the silver in the glitter picks up the silver there. And this is your double flip. Flip 1, flip 2. You've got a place to write in there. That's a pretty card. My grandma's gonna love it. So I did the one in blue that I showed you. I used the same paper, and then I did one in red. So this is candy apple, and I use stars. This one is for my dad. He never watches my videos, so I'm not worried about him getting a sneak peek. And I did a bracket in there as well. Double flip fun fold card. Give it a try. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a blessed and crafty day, and I'll see you next time.